Hello, Sinner Saints, my fellow ribs and the glories of men. Welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to talk about a little topic that I've seen going around for a little while, and it's essentially called the 30 before 30. Now, my understanding is that you make 30 goals of things that you would like to do that usually you've never done before in your life, that you would like completed by the time that you're 30. And now these can be variations. Some people put it on a trip to Paris. Some people put in smaller things as well, like simply just get a library card. And I think as someone who's been working on their 30 before 30, I think it's a very fascinating consideration because I don't find that Christians are great goal setters. I was raised in a heavily goal setting family, but the concept of goal setting as a Christian is very interesting because often we're navigating this absolute dependence and, I guess, reliance upon God for all aspects of life. And practically what I've seen is that sometimes this causes people to just kind of cruise along in life. Yes, I'll work towards, providing for my family or finding a great husband, having a nice house. I'll work towards these large, broad spectrum goals, but often I've seen Christians not have finer, more refined details in the everyday goals, which is sad because as people who are called to steward our resources very well, we should be the most resourceful, the most diligent with our resources, which includes finances, but more particularly also includes our time and knowing what we're doing, being intentional and purposeful in what we're doing for each moment. So that's where I think the 30 under 30 has a bit of space for the Christian, because it leads one to consideration. What are some of the things that I would like to accomplish for God's glory by the time that I hit 30 years of age on this earth? I think I've mentioned this before, but there was a concept that I came across that argued that since time gets faster the older we get, child's perception of 5 minutes is very different from an adult's perception of 5 minutes. There's a reason that a timeout is a punishment for a kid while it's a rest for an adult. Our perception of time speeds up as we experience more and more life. And so the argument was that really our middle age should really be 21, 22, 23, 24, or even 25, that early 20s, as the rest of our life speeds up so much faster. So I think the 30 before 30 is also helpful because it gives space to consider, okay, I've just surpassed, going with this concept, I've just surpassed my middle age. Now, before I enter into the rest of my life, what are some of the intentional things that I would like to do? And so it gives space for that. Now, I don't know if there are any limitations on it. I'm not providing really any limitations aside from, I guess, just a consideration of things that I haven't done before or experiences that I haven't done before. I also recognize that this comes from a place of absolute privilege. It's a privilege to not only have the freedom to be able to think about these things, but also have the freedom to be able to choose what goals that I would like to do or experiences that I would like to experience. As always in all things, may it be done for the glory of God first and foremost. But here are some of the things that I haven't done that I would like to do before I am 30. I actually haven't finished it entirely. I think I'm up to 25. So if you guys have some final ideas, I'd love to hear them. Number 1, do a 5K. And this is because I have never mastered the art of running. I hate running. I hate it with a passion. So doing a 5K, I think, would be a fantastic challenge to push me and my physical limitations. On top of that, do a triathlon. As you know, I've been reading Iron Hope, which has been so inspirational. And I'd highly recommend it from a motivational, secular point of view. Number 3, fly over Antarctica. My grandmother never got to visit another country, but her one passion was always getting to Antarctica. She never made it, and so I'd like to do that in honor of her. 4, finally go hang gliding. It's been a dream. I used to live pretty much next door to a hang gliding lift-off point, so flying, I think it's one of those dreams of mine. quick outfit change. Number 5, see the northern or southern lights. I think that would be, I just want to experience the glory of God's creation in such a way. I think that would just be awesome. Number 6, some kind of helicopter ride. Never done it. Kind of terrifying. Also want to see God's creation in such a different way. Be with someone as they die, hopefully peacefully. As a Christian, we talk a lot about death. We think a lot about death, and we think a lot about the final steps of someone's life. And ideally, I would actually like to be present, to have the honor to be present with someone as they pass. I think that would be a big honor, ideally a Christian, because I know where they're going. That's something that I think is very important to me. And on the inverse, number 8, attend a birth. I would love to get into some kind of birth photography, or again, that would be a massive honor, the start of someone's life, a whole new soul brought into this world. Number 9, go to Perth, because I've never actually been to the west side of Australia. Number 10, visit Tasmania, because I've never been to the true south of Australia. Number 11, would love to do consistent content creation for a year. I think every Gen Zer has the dream of being some kind of content creator, and I at least want to try it and see where it goes. Number 12, finish the Live Hard program. Oh man, if you guys know what 75 Hard is, you might know what the Live Hard program is. I have been trying since 2019 to finish the Live Hard year, and that is such a big passion of mine. I really, really want to get it done. Number 13, make hard cheese successfully. I did try it before and it rotted out. Became a nesting hole for maggots. So I would actually like to be able to do that well. Number 14, sew a dress. Let's, bring things back into our own hands. Number 15, work up to a split. Control over my own body. Number 16, complete a Tough Mudder. Back to physicality and strength over the body and stewarding my resources in such a way. That would be an interesting mental discipline challenge. Number 17, watch the sunrise and sunset in a day. Let's glory in God's creation for a little bit longer. Number 18, time-lapse an entire night. I have photography skills. I want to be able to use them to God's glory. And I think seeing a full night time-lapse would be really awesome. 19, get an off-camera flash and learn it. Another way to extend skills in photography. Number 20, free/home birth. I'd love to finally get it done. Number 21, make a croissant. It's such an interesting pastry. Number 22, make earrings. Number 23, own a dairy cow. Number 24, get a fluoride filter. And number 25, serve in a new area at church. So I haven't figured out my last 5. If you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them down below. Anyway, as always, grace and peace from our Lord and Saviour, and I'll see you tomorrow.